What's up, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to hand wash your car. Now, the biggest benefit to hand washing your car versus taking it to a tunnel is that it's going to preserve the car's paint. You're going to come out of the car wash with less swirls, less scratches. It's going to feel cleaner. The paint's not going to look as dull. You're able to get into the nooks and crannies of the vehicle. Like, for example, you can see down by underneath my headlights, I have, if I can point it on the video, you can see in that area. If you take it to a tunnel, it's not going to be able to get into the nooks and crannies there. A lot of the times what's also missed is like the side mirrors. Those side mirrors are just brushed against, but you need to put some actual elbow grease into it to kind of take off a lot of that dirt, especially if you are mostly doing highway driving. You're going to get like bugs splattered all over the mirrors as well as your front bumper. So it's just a little bit of time that gets put into it, but your car is going to come out cleaner. You're going to preserve the car's paint. It's going to look newer. It's going to look cleaner for a longer period of time versus taking it to an automatic tunnel. Now, this video is just going to show you like the tools that I use. And as you can see, I live in an apartment building, so I don't have access to a hose. So what I do is I use a self-serve near me, and I'll show you in an upcoming video, or I'll show you in the next portion. I bring my own supplies. So I bring my own buckets, I bring my own soap, I bring all of that. The only thing I'm using at the self-serve is just the power washer. So let's jump to that part now. So this is what I bring whenever I go wash my car. I basically have everything I need to wash it except for a power washer. So what I have is two buckets here. One's my rinse bucket, one's my wash bucket. The rinse bucket, all it has is just clean water. The wash bucket has the clean water plus car wash soap. So I don't get sponsored by any of these brands. These are just the things that I use and I've seen some great results with. So this is the soap that I use. It's a pH balanced formula. It just preserves the wax if you have anything like that, and it produces a lot of suds, and it's very easy to use. It clings to the dirt and it kind of just slides off, so you don't have to put a whole lot of elbow grease into it. I follow it up by using this. This is a all-wheel tire and foam cleaner. Once the wheel and tire is wet, just spray this on, let it sit for about 30 seconds to a minute. You'll see it change from this white soapy solution to this like brownish solution, and that just means that it's clinging to all that brake dust that's caked on there. So it's pretty self-explanatory there. This is a glass cleaner. Once your car is fully done, I usually use this right after. All it is, it gives your tires a nice gloss look to make it look more polished. This is by far my favorite product. This is called the Nano Wax by Eagle One. All it does is it's basically a spray-on wax, but it takes a lot longer to apply this because you have to go panel by panel, and it takes me probably about a half an hour. So I don't do it every time I wash my car. I do it probably every other time, but I highly recommend it. It repels water, repels dust. I can go for a little bit longer without having to wash my car just because of this, because a lot of the things just get repelled. So I highly recommend this product. Now, I can't stress this enough. If you do use a self-serve, or if you're gonna wash it in your house, you want to make sure you get the right kind of mitt. You never want to use the brush that's at a self-serve car wash, because you're just gonna scratch up your car's paint. Those brushes are basically used on every portion of the entire vehicle from top to bottom. They're never maintained, they're never replaced. Just go ahead and invest in like a nice clean microfiber wash mitt. The one that I have here, I got it from Advanced Auto for like $5, and it's machine washable. You just throw it in there and just let it air dry. But this is very, very key. You need to have this in order for you to have a really nice, clean job. Similar, although we are using this wheel and tire cleaner, I have this. This is a wheel brush, and all you do is that you get in between your spokes. You can get behind your spokes onto the actual rim, just to keep it a nice, cleaner feel that you're gonna have with the car. Now, once your car is done, you're gonna need some stuff to dry it with. So you can see how many microfiber towel cloths I have. But the biggest thing is this is a drying towel. So this is a lot more plush, and you'll see in the video how exactly I dry my car. You don't wanna go around in a circle. It's just gonna kind of destroy the car. So I know I'm saying a lot about it destroying a car. At the end of the day, it's just, if you kind of follow the ways that I do it, as well as professional car detailers, you'll see that there's just a technique, and once you adopt that technique, it becomes second nature over time. Like, without even thinking, you'll just start to do it. So it's all about technique at the end of the day, and just making sure you do it correctly. And The other thing you want to keep in mind is that this will get wet, so after some time you're not going to be able to dry all the panels, but it takes off about, I would say, anywhere from 80 to 90% of the water on the car. And then I just use 1 or 2 of these microfiber towels, and I just follow it up to kind of pick up any leftover water before water spots can form. And then I have a whole bag of this. This is about 25 microfiber towel cloths, and I use it to clean up like in between the spokes, over jams, if I need to apply this wax. So it's a good idea to invest in a pretty big pack of those towels. They're all-purpose towels, and once I'm done with the car wash, I throw this, the other mitt, this one. I just throw it all into the wash, and it comes out. And I've used these probably 15-20 times, and you know, they're still very, very plush. So these are all the products that I use. Now let's get going, and I'll show you guys how to actually wash your car. There you have it, guys. Look at that. Nice and shiny. Just the way that I like the car. So let's see, as you saw from the video, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort. It's just a lot of elbow grease, but if you maintain this and you do this this will probably last me a little over probably 3 weeks. And from the products that I showed you, especially using that like Nano wax on there, yeah, it takes a long time to apply. It takes almost like 30 minutes to apply it by hand, but it repels all the water, all the dirt and stuff like that. So it should keep your car looking a little cleaner in between washes. So, and again, you don't have to use that wax every single time that you wash the car. I usually wash it every 2 or 3 washes later. And one thing you always got to remember to top it off with is any kind of sprayable tire wet foam wax to make it, if I show you from the other side actually, to give it that like nice wet look on the tire. And as you saw when I was using that sponge, now if you look inside, the entire rim is clean, not just on the surface level. So all of these little tricks, you know, it helps to keep the car looking nice and clean. So yeah, there you guys have it. Hope you enjoyed the video.